Hi, my name is Henry, and in this video, I'll share the 4 good and 4 bad product marketing campaigns that we can learn from. The first example is Apple. Apple ran a PC versus Mac campaign, which showed a suit and tie office guy, the PC, trying to keep up with a cool and hipster guy, the Mac. Apple ran 66 different versions of this video and focused on hitting the same features, which were iMovie, iTunes, iPhoto, and ease of use. With this campaign, Apple shows us that by adding personality to your product and hitting the same messaging over and over can leave a memorable impression on your customers. The second example is Sophie. Most companies are focused on selling the product, but this was not the case with Sophie. Sophie focused on selling an experience, which is to help their customers feel confident and secure. When it came to selling personal loans, Sophie focused on selling the feeling of empowerment. For example, their ad says, "Fees are a big waste of money. That's why we don't charge them," and included an image of a customer dancing. With this messaging, Sophie shows us that emotional marketing can be very powerful when used in the right context. The third example is Nike. When Nike first tried to break into the shoe industry, it failed. They then tried a new marketing tactic at the time, which was to get celebrity endorsements. They started with a tennis player, then a runner, and then eventually a basketball player named Michael Jordan, which helped the brand grow exponentially. With this strategy, Nike shows us that influencer marketing is a great way to drive growth. Today, many companies are doing the same thing with micro-influencers and affiliate marketing. The fourth example is the National Dairy Board. Do you remember the ad campaign, Got Milk? Yep, that was them. At the time, Pepsi and Coke dominated the market and milk sales was on a decline. To increase sales, the National Dairy Board decided to shift their strategy from trying to market to everyone to marketing to milk drinkers only. They did user interviews and found out that milk drinkers drink milk with something else and that they would only think about milk when they're running out of it. With this finding, they decided to run a campaign, Got Milk, which increased milk sales by 7%. The National Dairy Board shows us that the more specific you can get with your audience and pain points, the more successful your campaign will be. Now that we've covered the 4 good campaigns, let's talk about the bad campaigns. The first example is Clairol. They had a successful shampoo business and decided to launch a campaign called A Touch of Yogurt to boost sales. This campaign ended up flopping for 2 reasons. First, it sounded bad. No one wanted to have yogurt in their hair. And 2, it invited bad decision making. Some people, as crazy as it sounds, ate the shampoo and got sick. From this campaign, Clairol shows us that sometimes it's good to use common sense when it comes to naming and messaging your product. The second example is McDonald's. At the time, McDonald's was known as a restaurant for kids. However, they wanted to target adults and launched a new burger called Arch Deluxe, the burger with a grown-up taste. This burger also ended up being a flop. With this campaign, McDonald's shows us that sometimes it's better to stick to what you're known for than to try to expand to a new market at the risk of alienating your existing customer base. The third example is Lifesavers. Lifesavers is a candy company, and they wanted to expand their business to the drinks market. So they launched their own Lifesaver soda. The soda did well in taste tests, but once it launched to the market, not many people bought it. People thought the soda was liquid candy because they associated the brand with candy. Lifesavers shows us that when expanding to a new product line, it might be better to come up with a new brand. For example, Procter & Gamble has 63 different product lines, each with their own brand, which includes Crest, Dawn, and Gillette. The fourth example is Segway. They took the classic build and they will come approach. They believed that the Segway would be a cost-effective alternative to an automobile. It was priced at $5,000 per unit, and they projected to sell 10,000 units per week. However, when they launched the Segway product, only 38 units were sold. The customers were not consumers, but rather professionals like police officers, tour guides, and warehouse workers. Segway shows us the importance of understanding your audience before you build a product, which can save you a lot of cost and time and resources in the long run. In summary, the key takeaways that we can learn from the good campaigns are: 1. Add personality to your product and be consistent with your messaging. 2. Don't sell a product, sell an experience. 3. Influencer marketing is a powerful way to build brand and credibility. 4. The more specific you can get with your audience and pain points, the better. On the other hand, the key takeaways that we can learn from the bad campaigns are: 1. Use common sense when it comes to naming and messaging. 2. Sometimes it's better to stick to something that you're already good at and make it incrementally better. 3. When expanding to a new product line, it might make sense to create a separate brand. 4. Know your audience before you build. That's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and comment below on what kind of videos you want to see next. Till next time, see you.